Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my research proposal seminar. Well, let's me to introduce myself. My name is Rul Hamida. My student registration number is 2118012. In this good opportunity, I would like to present my research proposal seminar entitled Teacher Strategies in Teaching Listening Comprehension at Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Bliting. Chapter 1, Introduction. A. Background of the study. In background of the study, wants to know the problem faced by the students in listening subject was complex as students lack vocabulary mastery, lack of grammar knowledge, and many others. B. Formulation of problem. What are the English teachers' strategies in teaching listening comprehension at Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti? C. The objective of study. To describe teacher strategies in teaching listening comprehension at Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. D. Scope of the study. The subject of the study is focused on English teacher, the listening subject, the strategies that apply in this research. E. Significance of the study. There are 3 points in the significance of the study. The first is for English teacher. This research will use by the English teacher as a guideline on how to teach listening English well and know kinds of teach listening strategies. Second, for the next researcher, will know about how to analyze teacher strategies in teaching listening. Also, the researcher hope the next researcher could make a development researcher for listening. And last, for the readers, will have a referential on how to teach listening. The next chapter is Chapter 2, Literature Review. A. Theoretical description. 1. Definition of teacher. The teacher comes from the word teach, and the teacher is a person whose job is teaching, especially in a school. Based on Bachman, Ball, Verzani, and Ball 2010, teacher is the role word, and the focus of the role of the teacher are other people. 2. Definition of teaching. Teaching is the activities that consist of 2 classifications, teacher-centered and student-centered. Filiman, Hamser, and Bachman, Ball et al. 2010 state that teaching is the work to helping people to learn. 3. Definition of strategy. Strategy means a plan that intended to reach particular purpose. According to Nicole 2016, strategy is a term that refers to complex of thought, ideas, insight, experience, goal, expertise, memorize, perception, and expectation. 4. Strategies in teaching listening. The teacher can use some strategies to reach the goal of raising students' ability in listening. Richard 2002 in listening, there are 3 listening strategies. The first is bottom-up processing strategy, 2. Top-down processing strategy, and 3. Combination of bottom-up and top-down strategy. First, bottom-up processing strategy. Bottom-up processing strategy is meant that to using the incoming input as the basis for understanding the message. The student receive the input of speaker say and understand the sentence of speaker. 2. Top-down processing strategy is the use of background knowledge in understand the meaning of knowledge. The background knowledge of the top-down processing strategy is about the topic of discourse, conceptual or situational knowledge and each other. And the last combination strategies of bottom-up and top-down processing. This is the combined in one lesson. Maksudnya di sini adalah percampuran antara top down processing strategi dengan bottom up processing strategi tadi. B. Related Preface Study. The study from Riri Pausana 2016 about an an investigation of English listening strategies from University of Sultan Qasim Riyadh. The similarities are both of research, and this study is about analyze teaching, and both research and this research focus on listening comprehension subject. The difference is Rary take the 10th grade student English department in University of Sultan Qasim Riyadh, and this study take the English teacher of Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. Next chapter is chapter 3, Method of the Research. A. Research Design. This research will use the qualitative method. Based on Shawkori 2013, qualitative research is concerned with non-statistical method at inquiry and analysis of social phenomena. The researcher used descriptive qualitative method to get deeply understanding, and the researcher will analyze the teacher's strategies in listening comprehension. B. Source of the data. There are two data. The first is primary data and the secondary data. In primary data, the main data is from the teacher interview. It means that the researcher interview the teacher to get information how teacher strategies in listening comprehension at Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. And secondary data is the supporting. The data is from documentation in classroom. It means that the teacher the teacher takes a photo with the teacher's English teacher in senior high school Negeri 2 Muara Beliti to get information. C. Subject of the study. The subject of the study is the teacher in Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. D. Technique for collecting the data. There are two techniques for collecting the data. The first is the researcher use the interview with an English teacher at Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. And the second, the researcher used the documentation to take the picture was about or want to know the activities, the teacher activities and student activities in Senior High School Negeri 2 Muara Beliti. And the last, E. Technique for analysis the data. There are four techniques for analysis the data. There are coding, data reducing, data display, and conclusion. What is coding? The coding process was read and rewrite all the data and sort them by looking for units of meaning, words, phrases, and sentences to make it easy to be learned and understanding. Second, data reducing. The researcher will be summarizing and choosing the main thing to focus on important thing in this research to get the result of this research. Third, data display. The next step after reducing data is a data display. Help us to understand what was happening and to do something further analysis or caution on the understanding. And the last conclusion, the researcher took the data to use descriptive qualitative research. Then, the researcher finding the connection among teacher strategies use the teaching listening comprehension. Okay, that's all my presentation for today. Thank you for your kind attention to join my research proposal seminar. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.